Hi, it's Rich Durrani here. Thanks for watching. We're at TMC on the road in Dallas. Vivek Gupta is with us. He is with Anypresence. Welcome to the show, Vivek. How are you?
I'm doing good, Rich. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, great to see you. I'm wondering if we can start off talking a little bit about Anypresence. What do you guys do?
Absolutely. So Anypresence is a company which provides enterprises with a technology for digital transformation. Right now, what does it mean? It's a platform which enterprises use to create apps, APIs, microservices for their devices, Internet of Things, appliances, etc. So that's what we address in the enterprise space.
Excellent. So who would be the target audience for that?
So the ultimate target audience for the technology are the developers who are looking to create APIs, who are looking to create applications across different devices and others. But it's the enterprises, as a whole, where the CIOs and CXOs are looking to find solutions which can accelerate their processes. It's the people in the innovation world who are looking to see how can they adopt a newer technology to address those day-to-day needs of app developments, API development, and others in different spaces. So target audience sort of span in there. Ultimately, the product users are the developers or business associates or technical folks who would use the product.
So if I was a CIO in a company that was involved in manufacturing, would I deploy or work with you to come up with solutions that would integrate in my manufacturing process to make it more efficient?
It's yes. The answer is yes. And the way, manufacturing, and in fact, we have a lot of manufacturing customers. What they have is, like any other company, they have system of records, they have data, they have systems sitting, behind the firewalls or in their system and all, and they want to see how can they take it and mobilize it, or how can it be brought into the hands of the users, whether they are internal employees or they are consumers or customers outside. And you need a technology which, one, provides a layer to connect to all these systems, keeping security in mind, keeping agility in mind, and then giving them a way to create these applications on top of it in a very efficient and accelerated manner. And these apps could be, as I said, your mobile applications, iOS, Android, HTML5 kind of applications. These could be your Internet of Things kind of applications, or these could be devices, appliances, or what have you.
Excellent. Are there any specific industries, I mentioned manufacturing, but are there any others that are showing greater interest?
Yes. We are seeing a lot of traction in industries like finance industry, healthcare industry, and manufacturing you already mentioned. And the common piece amongst these industries are two things. The sophistication of use cases is pretty high. So you are talking about, being able to address the use cases of different audiences within the company or outside the companies. Security is the second piece, which is very important in all these companies, whether you're talking HIPAA compliance, PCI compliance, or internal security. And the third is the governance. Being able to control, the IT being able to control who is doing what, who is consuming what, how are they consuming the information and everything, getting the control back. These are two or three things which are very important amongst these, verticals we talked about. So healthcare, finance, manufacturing is where we are seeing a lot of traction of Anypresence.
So if I'm a CIO in one of these markets, or let's say smart farming, something like that, would I also be able to call upon your expertise to assist me in developing the applications beyond the middleware that you're providing?
Yes. So the technology is devised such that it's a platform. It's a device that it can not only address the need of a sophisticated developer, but also, a developer or even a non-developer who would like to create a certain class of applications. So if you see, the world is sort of dividing up that I need to create these very simple, no-coding kind of application, point and click, and I should be able to do that. To the other side of spectrum is highly sophisticated, mission-critical kind of apps. Sometimes companies do need help. Now, we have companies who say either they don't have the bandwidth, or they don't have the expertise, or the learning curve, or time, or cost, whatever is prohibitive of them, but they like the technology. We have a small, services arm too, which helps them, create these applications for them, generally as their first application or as a starting point, and from there on, they take over the technology.
Okay, fantastic. So what else should we know about the company?
I think two or three things very important to know. One is the company by itself is growing, the space by itself is growing. Very recently, last week, Forrester came out with their Forrester Wave report for mobile infrastructure services, and glad that Anypresence made into the leaders out there. So there's a lot of adoption happening from that front. What we have done is we have sort of combined a few solutions together, or like a set of solutions. From an API creation, we have a component of our product called Just APIs. it's a simple product to create APIs in a matter of a few minutes. And we very recently announced a free version of it where developers can actually go and download and start using it from day one, or minute one. From a middle tier technology perspective, there's a lot of advancement happening in that front, security, connectivity and all. And then we are delving a lot into IoT now, Internet of Things spaces where the companies like the manufacturing industries, appliance industries, healthcare, machine-to-machine communication industries are looking to use this technology to address their IoT space too. So those are 2 or 3 things, to look out for, very heavily marching into it. A lot of customers actually, acquiring the technology to address that kind of needs.
So if someone's watching this and they want to learn more about your company, how do they do that?
So anypresence.com definitely is the best way to learn. You would love for people to come and connect us there. There's a Twitter handle at Anypresence where we keep coming out with new stuff. On social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, we are all over the place. Just search for Anypresence and everything should show up.
Excellent. Thanks for being on the program. This is great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.